I removed my daughter's bedroom door because she won't stop slamming it. 3 months ago, my 14-year-old Riley started slamming her bedroom door multiple times every night. Not just once, 4, 5, 6 times in a row at random hours. She'd slam it at 2 in the morning, going to the bathroom, slam it coming back, slam it before bed at 10. The picture frames in the hallway shook every time. My husband Kevin works early shifts at the distribution center and needs to be up at 4:30. Our bedroom shares a wall with Riley's, so every slam jolted him awake. Her 10-year-old brother Austin's room is on the other side, and he started showing up to breakfast looking like he hadn't slept in days. I asked Riley nicely to stop, she said okay, and slammed it 6 times that night. Kevin told her at dinner if it happened again, the door was coming off. She stared at him, went to her room, and an hour later, slammed it twice. Kevin said that was it. Next day, while Riley was at school, we took the door off the hinges. I felt bad about privacy, so I bought a thick curtain and tension rod from the hardware store. When Riley got home, she stood in the hallway, staring at the empty door frame for 30 seconds. Then she walked through the curtain without saying a word. I'd expected yelling or tears. The silence felt worse. That night, I slept better than I had in weeks. Then around 11, I heard Austin crying in his room. I found him sitting up in bed with his hands over his ears, rocking back and forth. I asked what was wrong, and he wouldn't answer. Then I heard Kevin's voice from downstairs. He comes home late sometimes and talks to himself in the kitchen from our bedroom. You could barely hear it from Austin's room. Every word came through clear. He was saying how Austin couldn't even make the rec league basketball team, how I babied him too much, how he was turning out weak, like Kevin's useless brother. I asked Austin how long he'd been hearing this. He whispered since Riley's door came off. Before that, he'd hear Dad's voice start, but then Riley's door would loud enough to drown it out, sometimes 5 or 6 slams in a row. He thought she was just angry about something. He didn't realize she was doing it on purpose, until the door was gone. I went straight to Riley's room and pushed the curtain aside. She was awake, staring at the ceiling. I asked if she'd been slamming the door to protect Austin. She was quiet for a minute. Then she said, 2 months ago, she told me Austin was having nightmares and asking if Dad loved him. I'd said Dad was just stressed about work and not to make things harder. She figured after that nobody would help, so she started making noise whenever Dad got home late, if she timed the slams. Right? Austin couldn't hear the words. He'd been setting an alarm for 2 in the morning, most nights. In the morning, I told Kevin what I'd figured out. He said Austin needed to handle criticism and the real world doesn't cuddle people, that I was turning the kids against him. And he said, if I put the door back on, I was choosing them over him. I waited until he left for work. Then I carried the door up from the garage and spent 40 minutes getting the hinges back on by myself. When Riley got home and saw it, she stopped in the hallway. She went to her room and closed the door gently. Kevin grabbed his pillow that night and moved to the guest room. It's been 5 days, and he barely speaks to me except to say I'm raising weak kids. Riley still slams her door at night, between 11 and midnight, 4 or 5 times usually.